with each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath. You draw into your electromagnetic field the higher radiance that comes through, integrate and intermingle with the earthly atmosphere. It is a bleeding in, if you will, of a higher dynamic frequency of illumined light. This higher illumined light draws to those who are open and ready to receive it. And yes, beloveds, you can have many in a crowd. And for many, it is the regular oxygen needed for the sustainability of the physical body. But we are talking about a radiant light, transcendent to the earthly mechanisms of day-to-day survival. We are talking about a higher radiance, a higher frequency of light that draws to those who come close to and in resonance with its frequency. And so there is the ever striving, moving up, uplifting in frequency, beloveds, with each and every step you take upon your path. And as you fine-tune your walk, as you bring it into a higher dynamic, for there is always, always the unfolding of perfection. And many times, beloveds, these situations, these perceived challenges, these dynamics that you may find as stressful, imbalanced, and indeed hurtful. But it is, beloveds, on so many levels, a great plan, a great design for you to move upon your path, transcendent. For it is through on the earthly plane, the very challenges, the very sacrifices that impels you to transcend and use your spiritual alchemy. For it is a divine push. And beloveds, as you breathe the radiant light infused in this sacred space you find yourselves, upon the holy ground you find yourselves, for you are the divine co-creators, and you carry with you this divine presence, this divine ability, no matter where you are, the circumstances you find yourselves in, or what it is that you are doing. So, beloveds, we breathe with you the holy in-breath and out-breath, the higher spiritual light that moves within your own physical, mental, and emotional bodies, integrating your higher light body. We say that we bring the light body to you as instead you to it. For as you can incorporate, process, and integrate the higher light body into your physical, mental, and emotional bodies, and yes, walking still upon the material earth. Indeed, beloveds, is that not what the masters have done and what the masters do? They indeed are the embodiment of heaven upon the earth. So, beloveds, with each and every holy, sacred in-breath and out-breath, have this radiant charge filter and move by your intention throughout your entire physical, mental, and emotional body as you open your heart center. And your heart center is that of your love of the divine, the sense of mission and purpose, the driving force, the impulse of your soul. And it is this transcendent, loving energy. It is indeed the higher radiant light that pulls you, that guides you along your path. And the path becomes more clear with each and every step, with each and every challenge, with each and every effort and sacrifice. It becomes more defined as you become more defined, more eloquent, more expansive, more understanding, and indeed more loving, compassionate. For indeed, beloveds, you are on your path of mastery. And you have gone through so many initiations to bring you to this moment and to realize how much you are honored and loved and valued to be in the moment that you are in this moment. For there is always the watchful divine eye that knows your journey. It knows the intimacies of your journey. And it does not matter whether that journey is remembered or not in the plane of forgetfulness, is that it is ever residing, residing in that place of forever. And so, beloveds, breathe in full awareness and consciousness as the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, move around you and move into your electromagnetic field. Yes, you draw upon yourself the higher celestial frequencies of light. You come into a resonance field that indeed you can hold this presence. You can hold it. And as you hold it, you expand it. And as you expand it, you anchor it. And as you anchor it, you are it. As you become more refined, more chiseled, more fine-tuned upon your path. And with each and every in-breath and out-breath, we want you to visualize your God-given power of visualization, which is your co-creational power. An ability not achievable by all beings, but indeed the Atman Kadman, the divine human, the divine Adamic, has this ability and continues to move it through the generations to come. For indeed, it is a birth lineage, a gift. And we now say to you, beloveds, that as you breathe this breath, you envision it moving as strailing lights, as you would see lightning in your stars and in the sky, a radiant light beyond description, that the ability of your consciousness, your physical, mental, and emotional bodies, your ethereal bodies, the subtle bodies, can hold because you integrate your higher light body here in this moment now. Experience this. Allow it to take over as you release into this brilliance that can only come and anchor in a higher heart of compassion and unconditional love. Indeed, is it not the very challenges? Is it not the very sacrifices that can bring you to this opportunity to be indeed transcendent, to ever hold a higher vision, mission, and purpose? And so you breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, feeling in the moment the power that surges through you. It moves into all parts of your physical, mental, and emotional bodies. The very cell consciousness of each and every cell is awakened. And in that awakening, it is entrained into the higher frequency of radiance that now courses through your body. Every organ, every body system is alert, awakened, aware of this frequency and its personal striving to come into resonance with it, into the very strands of your DNA, into the atomic and the subatomic levels of your frequencies, all being coursed through with this higher radiant light. Because of your love and commitment and higher consciousness to bring in this radiance in this moment, in this now, with each and every step that you have taken, each and every challenge that you have overcome, each and every sacrifice that you have given. This sacred illumination of divine grace flowing in now, in you, through you, and around you, on your continued striving of soul, of mission and purpose, of the love of you have of the Creator of all creations, that pulls you, that loves you, and you're sensing and feeling of it so profound that there is nothing, no challenge, no sacrifice that can pull you from it. It is endemic. It is deep in your beingness on all levels, in all timelines. Throughout space and time, it is forever. It is eternal. And it is you. It is you. It is you. Dear radiant ones, the great unflowering, the great resurrection, the great rising of the phoenix, the great opening of the lotus is upon you. And individually and collectively, you bring in the higher radiance upon the earth. As you infuse it, integrate it, and process it within your own electromagnetic field, within your own consciousness, as you hold it, as you hold this radiance in your day-to-day activities, as you allow it to dictate, guide you, protect you, show you your path, becomes accelerated, your mission more clear, your purpose illumined. For it is beyond time and space, age, physical and bodily dynamics. It is an energy accessible, integrating into you now, in this moment. So we invite you, beloved, simply to breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath. As you begin to hold this higher radiance within your field, and holding this higher radiance within your field, the higher guidance becomes more clear. The higher dynamic, the higher awareness unfolds before you as you continue your step-by-step journey upon your path, understanding that your path is indeed multidimensional. And one step in one path, in one frequency, affects all the others as the others affect each other. And so there is a great and sacred alignment taking place in this moment, as there is a great compilation of all frequencies of what you have always held, what you have now and will, coming together as a higher vision of your continued mastery. Mastery not only upon the earth, but beyond the earth, because you are that and so much more. And as you hold the many roles of healer, teacher, peacemakers, showing the way, the light, bringing illumination upon the earth by your very presence, by your very words, by your very thoughts. And so in this higher radiance we find ourselves in, we acknowledge all the radiant ones who are here, who have walked that path, who hold that space for us, our younger brethren, who point the way for us as we point the way for others. As we can feel and sense and know the very alchemy taking place within our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. That whatever challenges, distractions, miscreations that come our way, that we have the radiance to transcend, transfigure, and transform. And so we continue to breathe this holy, radiant light that ever expands in its luminosity, that reaches out into the higher worlds, touching the very Azalith worlds, moving through the tree of life and the many branches, beyond that of the earth, beyond that of the solar system, beyond that indeed of our own cosmic mother. That this radiance that we hold, that we send out into the very cosmos. For we remember our multidimensionality and the power that we hold. We rise like the phoenix. We spread our wings and we soar. For we are no longer entrapped, engulfed, tethered to worldly dynamics. But with the radiant light, we soar above it. We observe it. We understand it. And we can only move, therefore, by compassion. When we have the higher understanding, the true dynamics of unfolding outcomes, possibilities, and trends, when we soar above it as the rising phoenix and spread our wings, when we come as the dove of peace, when we move into the brilliance of angel wings, we understand better, and we only emanate love. We can only emanate love. There is nothing that can stop us from emanating this love. When we come into this transcendence, when we can hold it and anchor it, it's the only response that we can give is love. It is the transcendent love. It is the unconditional love. It is the compassionate love. And it is in that radiance of the higher frequencies of light that the great masters and radiant ones, the great throne worlds, the great Shambhalas, the great crystalline cities, the higher creations of beyond the conceptions of mere human imagination. The radiance, the brilliance, the magnitude of it all is beyond description. And we say to you, beloveds, that you are one with all of this. And so when you come into the world of materiality, the world of forgetfulness, the world of darkness, the world of challenges, when you come into this, it is in your cosmic memory that you hold the higher radiant light that connects you to your freedom, to your power, and to your mission. We ask you now to breathe in this radiant light as we breathe with you. See how it stirs your higher heart. See how it moves throughout your nervous system, across the skin, the follicles of your hair, the bottoms of your feet. How the very nervous system within you moves through your feet and into the sacred earth. How the very Trinity that is within your brain, through the alchemy of the endocrine system, pituitary, pineal, and hypothalamus, connected to the higher trinities, and thereby into the crystalline matrix, the very crystals in the pineal, the very energetic of the sacred trinity that you hold within the very blood cells and the atomic level, for you are one in the creation of the divine. And all this becomes activated online as you move into the higher brilliance of yourself, as you maintain this brilliance, as each and every challenge will allow you to strengthen it, to tether it, and to anchor it within your heart. You welcome each challenge, you welcome each sacrifice, and you bring it into the higher alchemy, the higher transcendence, the higher transfiguration and transformation that only you can do. We wait these few more moments simply to breathe with engagement, the higher radiance of light frequency, of which we are totally immersed in, allowing it to move through all parts of our being and multidimensional being, through all the timelines of ourselves, past, present, future, moving through all aspects known and unknown, this higher frequency of radiance that can only anchor because of unconditional love, allowing us to bring it into our cosmic memory, our cosmic origins, our cosmic mission. We allow the expansion with each and every in-breath and out-breath in this radiant, radiant light that continues to illumine, continues to radiate, continues to expand. And now, the thought of return does come to us as we are filled with this light of luminosity and the higher radiant worlds of our higher self, integrating and will continue to do so as each and every thought of it brings it more tethered and anchored into the earth. And we now begin to draw in our electromagnetic field as those radiant ones draw in theirs. And as we see the radiant light going back to its source, but yet it leaves behind the essence that has been experienced and will continue in the days and weeks to come. And as we take these few last deep breaths with the intention of being back, we'll plan to be back awake and alert on the count of 3 as we prepare ourselves. 1, 2, take a deep breath in, and 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.